Hi everyone, my name is Mary Beth. Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to ask, how does the divine masculine connect with their divine feminine? And how is the divine feminine connecting with their divine masculine? Right now, I feel like many of the twin flames are in separation. And so I think it's important to know how you're connecting. And maybe you'll notice that more. And the more you notice your connection, the faster it'll manifest in the physical. So we're going to ask, a bunch of sources here. We're going to use the Psychic Tarot for the Divine Masculine. We're going to use the Twin Flame Journey Tarot deck for the Divine Feminine. Please feel free to switch roles if you identify more so with the other side, as we are all both the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. And that is the secret, to getting a Twin Flame union, is to integrate your Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine energies. And if you want more information on that, just email me at twinflamealchemisttarot@gmail.com. Also, I am offering 10-minute free readings for all of my new subscribers. Just let me know if you're interested. You can ask me one question, and then you get your 10-minute free reading, and I will email that to you. Just email me at twinflamealchemisttarot@gmail.com. And at the end of this video, I'll talk about my other readings if you're interested. Okay. Let's start. Let's start with the Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine, how is it that you're connecting with your Divine Feminine at this time? How are you connecting? How are you connecting right now to your Divine Feminine? How do you connect? Two cards, please, for the Divine Masculine Collective. How are you connecting to your Divine Feminine at this time? Two cards. How are you connecting? Cards. Interesting. Okay. So it looks like we have the World card. Okay. And we also have the, looks like the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is usually about the, sorry, I'll click it there. It's usually about that fast motion where it's like a quick message, that type of thing, right? And we have the World card here. So the World card that I'm getting is like the oneness. And so it's kind of an esoteric answer for the Divine Masculine side. It's like when they are feeling that completion, when they're feeling that wholeness, when they are feeling that oneness, that is how they are connecting to their Divine Feminine. Also, what they're telling me is that when they are connecting their own Divine Masculine and their own Divine Feminine energies, that is how they're connecting to their Divine, when they're integrating, I should say, that is how they're connecting to their own Divine Feminine. Okay, it's not, and it's kind of like a slow motion thing. It's kind of like like taking their time. But let me get clarity on that. Let's get, why is this here? Why is the World card here with Eight of Wands in reverse, please? Why is this here? Why is this here, please? Why is the Universe card here upright with the Eight of Wands reverse to, well, you know what? Just one card. I want one card. I want a clarifier, please. Why is this here for the Divine Masculine? So we also have the Hangman. Okay. So with the Hangman, this is about having a new perspective. This is also about, like waiting for the right time. And so with this one, what I'm getting is that, yeah, because they call this card the sacrifice. And so it's like the Divine Masculine, the way they feel that they are connecting to their Divine Feminine is that they're making this huge sacrifice for them. It's like it's in the background. The Divine Feminine doesn't even know that this is happening, but the Divine Masculine feels like, like I'm willing to do anything here. Like I'm willing to make this sacrifice. Like I'm willing to make this work. It's like, what is it that I need to do? It's almost like their soul is pushing them to do what they need to do to be in this relationship. And so they're like, okay, I'm willing to make this sacrifice. And that is how they're connecting to their Divine Feminine. Okay, so yeah, so this is the consciousness, right? So they're working on their consciousness. but it's kind of slow moving. It's not like a fast thing, which is making them think, wow, this is some kind of sacrifice that I'm making. Okay, let's look at the divine feminine side. How is the divine feminine sacrificing? How's the divine feminine sacrificing for their divine masculine, right? Okay, now, how is the divine feminine connecting with their divine masculine? How? How? Even though in separation, the divine feminine is still connecting with their divine masculine. So, in what way? How? 2 cards, please. How is the divine feminine? How is the divine feminine connecting their divine masculine? 2 cards, please. 2 cards. How is the divine feminine connecting to their divine masculine? Oh my goodness. So here's, so we have 4 pentacles and Ace of Wands. I find this kind of funny. So it's almost like the divine feminine is like, even though like I don't see that full cup, right? Like I'm like, even like, actually it's not that full cup. It's actually like, even though I have this scarcity mindset, it's like I still am carrying this spark for my divine masculine. Like, even though like I'm feeling like, oh my God, this may not happen. I'm feeling like it's not going to come true. I'm never going to see my divine masculine again. Like, I'm still going to hold this torch for my divine. Like, I'm still going to feel this spark, this love, this Ace of Wands, this passion for my twin flame, despite that is what I'm getting, and that is how they're connecting. But let's get a clarifier on this. Why is this here? Why is the 4 of Pentacles here with the Ace of Wands, please? Why? Why is the 4 of Pentacles here with the Ace of Wands on how the divine feminine is connecting to their divine masculine, even though they're in separation? Why is this here? Oh, interesting. So, because they're not getting this initiation of love, right? They're not getting this Ace of Cups. They're not getting this physical type of hey, like anything. Like I'm feeling this way, and it's like they feel blocked, right? So the divine feminine feels blocked because it's like I can't even do that. Like I'm blocked. Like I can't even say or even initiate this love. Like I cannot do that. Like I cannot connect to my divine masculine. And so, and as you know, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, it is an integration inside of you first. That is how you connect through your own divine feminine and your own divine masculine energies, by the way. Okay. But in the physical, you can't do that, right? Because you're feeling blocked. So instead, the way the divine feminine is trying to feel connected to their divine masculine is to feel this energy. So it's like an energy, right, of passion, this spark. It is an energy. And because you're one with your twin flame, they feel this. They feel this connection. They feel the spark, right? So that is a way the divine feminine is connecting with their divine masculine, which is absolutely beautiful. Let's get some more cards. Let's ask this deck, how else is the divine masculine? Let's go back to the divine masculine. How is the divine masculine connecting with their divine feminine at this time? How? How is the divine masculine connecting with their divine feminine? How are they doing that right now? How are they doing that? 1 card for the divine masculine, please. The divine masculine collective. How? We're all mad here. Everyone's a little different. I find that so funny. Yes, it's like, okay, again, it's like the divine masculine feels like they are connecting to their divine feminine with this sacrifice, and they're like, it's like this is maddening. It's like this is so weird. It's like this is not something I've ever come across. It's like you're an anomaly to them. They're like, what is going on here? It's like everyone's a little mad, and but it's like at the same time they're like, even though like we're crazy, it's like I'm willing to make this sacrifice. But like we're crazy, like we're not, like we're a little mad here. It's like that's with the divine masculine. So they're connecting, even though, like in any other circumstance, with their divine, with anyone else, they would have walked away. In this circumstance, they're not walking away. They're just like, no, I'm staying. I'm sticking around, even though it's just a bit crazy. All right, let's look at the divine feminine side. How else is the divine feminine connecting? How are they connecting to their divine masculine? In what way is the divine feminine connecting to their divine masculine, even though they're in separation? How are they doing it? Oh, interesting. Know where you wish to go, have a plan, the right direction. That's so interesting. But it came out reversed. So it's almost like the divine feminine is questioning their course. They're questioning this. It's like they're not 100% like straight on this path saying, yeah, this is where I'm going. It's like they're questioning it. It's like they don't have a plan. They're questioning if this is the right direction, and they absolutely feel this direction is being blocked from them. That's interesting. Well, that card came out for a reason, but I would like to still know. Here, let's get a clarifier on this one. Which one? Which deck? Let's do this deck. Okay, so why is this here? Why is Sacred Quartz reversed for? It's almost like the same thing, right? It's almost like the divine. So what they're telling me is like it's like they're willing to keep going on this path too, despite the fact that they're questioning this. They're questioning the path. They're questioning if this is the right direction. Yet they're still holding this torch, right? They're still holding this passion for their twin flame. And it's like that's how they're connecting. It's like even though they feel this way and they feel this scarcity mindset, they're not giving up. It's a direct mirror, as you can see here. It's an absolute direct mirror. But since I grabbed this deck, let's just ask it. How else is the divine? Let's go to the divine masculine. How is the divine masculine connecting to their divine feminine? How? Like how can the divine feminine know that their divine masculine is connecting to them? Like how would they know? Like what's the connection here? Oh, yeah. Well, there's some codependency going on here, right? So there's a bit of an addiction going on back and forth. Okay. So you may feel that, right? You may feel the energy of this. You may feel an energy of sadness that you might think is yours, but then you're like, oh, but it's not. Like I'm feeling pretty good today, but I'm feeling this energy of sadness. That is how they're connecting to you if you're feeling that. If you're feeling this emotion that you know, it's almost like a draining. Um, it could be the emotion. Oh, I got the 957, so I always get 47 and 57. So yeah, so that's what I'm getting for the divine masculine. Oh, right. Let's look at the divine feminine. How else is the divine feminine connecting? How's the divine feminine connecting to their divine masculine, even though they're in separation? How? How would the divine masculine know? Okay, so you're reminiscing, you're learning from the past, keepsake perception. Yeah, so it's like the divine feminine, the way they're connecting with their divine masculine is because, you know, they're kind of like mulling over their memories, they're reminiscing, maybe they're looking at pictures because with the camera. And that's energy, right? It's like that energy of, oh, I'm reminiscing about our past. Okay. And so both things are energy, right? So whether you're feeling this on one end or if you're feeling that, either way, it's an energy and you're connecting through this energy and you're feeling either one. Okay, whatever, and you can identify it a little bit with both sides as well. So let's get one more. Let's get one more. How else is the divine masculine connecting? Which deck? Which deck? Did I already do this deck? I'm feeling called to do a different deck. Okay, how else? How else is the divine masculine connecting to their divine feminine in the collective? How? How are they connecting to their divine feminine? Please, one card. How is the divine masculine connecting? How are they okay, and then I'm being pulled to this deck next. Oh, interesting. Oh Lord, it came out reversed. Okay, so it's like, so what I'm getting is with the divine masculines, it's almost like they feel kind of controlled. Um, they feel like that their strings are being pulled. As you know, there's some kind of like they feel like their heart's being dragged here, and so it's almost like even though they feel like that their twin flame's almost like the puppet master. It's like they're still making the sacrifice. It's like this is what they're thinking. It's so funny. It's like the divine masculine's thinking this way. It's like even though like I know that this is maddening and I'm feeling like I'm trying not to think this, right? Like I'm trying not to think that, my twin flame is pulling all the strings. Um, let me get let me get another one. Why is this here? Why is Puppet Master here reversed? Why? What is the divine masculine saying? How are they connecting with their divine feminine? How is the divine masculine connecting with their divine feminine? How? Why is this here? Oh, how funny. It's like they're trying to distract themselves. So the divine masculine is trying very hard to distract themselves. Like, because I asked about the puppet master, I said, "What?" So it's almost like the divine masculine side. It's like they feel like they're like their twin flame is pulling all the strings, has all the um like calls all the shots, has all the cards, is controlling the whole relationship. And so they're just trying to distract. It doesn't have to be at a mall, but they're just trying to distract themselves. Like they're trying to like not think about it, and that's so funny. Okay. But they're at the same time they are making a sacrifice. Okay. But at the same time, this is how they're connecting. Okay. This is how they're definitely connecting, and that is um, the oneness, the wholeness within themselves. Okay, so let's look at the divine feminine. Let's do one more with this deck. With the divine feminine, then I'm being pulled to this deck. All right, so for the divine feminine, exactly how else is the divine feminine connecting to their divine masculine? How are they connecting? How are they connected to their what's the connection here? Yeah. So it's like, so we have sorry, not sorry, reversed. So that's very interesting. So it's like the divine feminine is trying very hard not to go in this direction, right? So it's about the whole like harboring resentment, right? So it's like the divine feminine's like, well, the way I'm connecting to my divine masculine is that I'm not resenting them. I'm not resenting. Instead, even though I feel like this scarcity mindset, right? And even though I feel like I don't even know if I'm in the right direction, and I am definitely not getting this initiation of love, I am still going to hold this spark and this energy of passion for my twin flame. And, again, on both sides, it's like a mirror, right? Of this type of like, I'm making a sacrifice. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab this. I'm being pulled to this deck, so let's ask. What do you want us to know on the divine masculine side? Or what is the connection here? Like how are they connecting with the divine masculine? One card, please, for the divine masculine collective. One card. Just, whoops, one card, please. I like to have this straight, otherwise these cards are a little crooked on me. I'm going to do one more. Okay. I almost feel like they were telling me I should have taken the first time. I should have taken the first one. That's okay. I think they said I went too much. But that's okay. It's still going to be the same card because even when I redo cards, the same card pops out. Even if I go too far. Okay, here we go. For the divine masculine. We have close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Okay. Oh, I feel like this reading has turned into something different here. I feel like both sides are just kind of like questioning their relationship, but at the same time, they're like, but I'm not going to let go. Like I'm not willing to give in and I'm not willing to give up. That's how I'm connecting to my twin flame. I am not giving up on this. Okay. And so the guidance of the divine masculine is close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Okay, like find that joy. Okay, just find that joy. Like love yourself, nurture yourself. That is going to actually balance out your own divine masculine and your own divine feminine energies. And that's how you're going to integrate it. And that is how you're going to end up with your twin flame in the physical. So it's like an inside out type thing. Right now, you're trying to heal the inner wounds. But let's look at the divine feminine. Divine feminine, let's look at yours. We have deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Yeah, you already know. Like you already know what feels right. Like you know the answer, divine feminines. Let me get another one for the divine feminine. What other guidance do you have for the divine feminine besides, yeah, look deep into your heart? That is definitely good advice. But what else? What other guidance do you have for the divine feminines? Or how does the divine feminine connect? Okay, how? For all these divine masculines who want to know. All right, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. Interesting. So if you could do anything, what would it be? So it's like that's like it's almost like guidance. So this is guidance, right? But also, what they're telling me is that yes, through the heart, that is also where the connection is, the heart, not in the mind, because the mind will probably put you in a bit of a lower vibration, and that's you'll connect with your twin flame at a lower vibration if you go through the mind. But if you connect to your twin flame through the heart, now you're connecting at a higher vibration, and that is where you'll feel the not this, right? Not the whole like I'm sacrificing and like I don't feel like you love me, but I'm gonna still love you. It's more of a like unconditional love where I'm like I just have no doubt, like you're the one, like that type of connection. And that's what the type of connection you need in order for this to be a high vibrational relationship. So let's grab this deck. I'm being called to this deck. So let's look this for the divine masculine. All right. How is the divine masculine connecting to their divine feminine? How? We'll just ask this question one more time, and then we'll grab some messages. We'll grab messages for either side. How is divine masculine connecting to their divine feminine? How? How? How are they connecting? How? How are they connecting? It came out reversed. Yeah. Yeah, it's like an inner expression is what I'm getting from this. It's like when they express their love on the inside, right? So it's like not on the outside. It's like they're not like their job right now, divine masculines, it's not their job to go like out in the physical and express their love. It's like it's an inner expression because you are like one, right? Like it's like you in another body. And so it's like when they have that inner expression of love, when they show themselves love, and when they go with inside of themselves and show their divine feminine love, that is how they're connecting to their divine feminines. Okay, let's look at the divine feminine side. How is the divine feminine connecting to their divine masculines? How? One card, please. How is divine feminine connecting with their divine masculine? Interesting. Well, something to do with a past life. That's very interesting. This is a past life relationship. So it's like you're connecting to your divine masculine. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Okay. Oh Lord. Okay. So I know this is gonna sound crazy, but it's like your divine masculine. It's like you from a past life. I know this sounds weird, but it's like you in a past life. So let's just say your twin flame is, I don't know, like let's just say your twin flame is from another culture. Okay. And you're from this culture and they're from that culture. And it's like, and your twin flame came to you. It's like this twin flame was like you in another lifetime coming back to you saying, hey, I need to be healed. I know that sounds weird, but that's what I'm getting. And it's like, that's the connection right now. It's like, that's how you're connecting. It's like you're connecting with your past life right now. Oh my God, that's so esoteric, but that's what I'm getting. And so if you're seeing something in your twin flame that needs healing, it's like you can do that through yourself because you are your twin flame. It's like you in another body. All right. And so the whole thing here is that when you connect with yourself and you connect with your own past life selves, you're connecting with your twin flame. Your twin flame feels more loved by you when you connect with yourself on the inside, more so than if you were to extend love outside of you. So I hope that makes sense. So that's what I'm getting. So, all right. So let's go ahead and pull some messages. All right. So I'm being called to this. All right. So from the divine masculine to the divine feminine, can I please have some messages? Can I please have some messages from the divine masculine to the divine feminine? Okay, I already got two, so we'll go with it. All right, so we have spring. All right, so we have the spring. So it's almost like new beginnings. Anyway, so it's almost like spring. What does that mean to you? So I'm gonna get a clarifier on that, but like it might mean something different to you, like maybe something's gonna happen in the spring or something happened in the spring. But we also got from the divine masculine to the divine feminine is I cannot stop thinking about you. I can't stop thinking about you. So that's the message. Can I please get, I don't know, can I please get some kind of clarification on spring? What's this about? What's spring about? What does this have to do with? Can you tell me? Oh, geez. All right. Oh, wow. I remember us together like it was yesterday. I remember us together like it was yesterday. So I don't know. So that might have meant that maybe last spring you broke up or got back together or something happened last spring. And it's like they remember you like it was yesterday. And we got reason. That's very interesting. So when I pull this type of thing, it means like this is kind of the vibration you're moving into, or the divine masculine is definitely in this vibration, and that is actually a really high vibration. I just want to point this out super quick. So the reason vibration is really nice because it looks like you're already getting into the 4D, which is beautiful, which means it's almost like you have reason, right? It's like you're almost like you know everything has a reason and you're no longer like in fear or, I mean, sometimes the divine feminine dives down there. That is their job to do that. Don't get me wrong. It's not like you stay and reason you don't get movement from staying up here. It's like you learn more when you dive down. So I'm not saying you don't dive because we all do, but you're stabilizing in the reason vibration, which is so beautiful because you want to get into twin flame union in a higher vibration like that. All right, so let's look at the divine feminine. What are the messages from the divine feminine to the divine masculine? Let's get some messages, please. What is the divine feminine want the divine masculine to know? Okay. All right, so the divine feminine wants the divine masculine to know. My words cannot convey how much I love you. My words just cannot convey how much I love you. And On top of that, do you know how much I love you? The divine feminine wants the divine masculine to know, do you even know how much I love you? Like you would like yeah, like you need to know this. All right. Well, I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. If you're interested in any of my readings, I do 3 questions for 25, 5 questions for 35, 8 questions for 50, and 12 questions for 65. I am running a special for my $50 reading for 8 questions and my $65 reading for 12 questions. I am offering 3 videos from my course. You could check it out below, my first 3 videos of my course for free. And anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this reading, and thank you so much for supporting my channel, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone. Bye.